Hey, Brian Pint, your Talon training manager, here again with another training video. Today we're going to be talking about our classification of restraints being utilized for individuals we are transporting. We'll break it down real simple. Two different areas that we transport: behavioral health transports and prisoner transports. So we'll talk about both of those today, but before we get into that, I want to refresh you on the restraint kit. We picked those up, sign out for them in the training office. As I mentioned earlier, in the Talon restraint training video, we're going to be utilizing the waist belt today for our behavioral health non-voluntary transports. So once we're ready to apply that, we'll go through that system and show you how it's placed on the individual when we're doing that type of transport. But before we get into that, we'll talk a little bit more about the behavioral health transports that we do. With our behavioral health, we have voluntary transports and non-voluntary transports. With the non-voluntary, we're talking about either Chapter 51 or Chapter 55 or court-ordered mental health detentions. When we are transporting those individuals, we have two levels of security that we're going to be utilizing on them. Primarily the waist belt with handcuffs, and if the individual escalates, we'll be implementing the leg shackles with the tether chain to move it to a level 2 security system. With the voluntary transports, no restraints are going to be used on those individuals. We will, however, when we go to transport, do a pat-down frisk of that individual to make sure that they do not have any weapons or anything that can be used as a weapon on their person. Because remember, safety is our biggest priority. Safety for our agents, safety for the individuals that we're transporting. We don't want to allow them to have an item on them that they can cause harm to themselves with. So, voluntary, non-voluntary. All right, so application of the non-voluntary behavioral health transport. Helping me again today is Special Agent Eric Pint and our Assistant Director of Operations, Dave Talon. So before we apply this restraint system, I want to make sure that you understand how you're supposed to put the handcuffs in the D-ring on the waistband. So you're going to take the single strand with the handcuff key facing inward, and I'm going to slide that single strand inside, allowing the double strand to follow through, so that now the handcuffs are just hanging from the chain portion of the system, and that way they're secure in there. When we go to handcuff, or when we go to secure this individual, right, so have the individual place their hands out in front of them like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to place the handcuffs on first, so I'm going to get myself in a position to do that. Again, I've got the handcuffs facing in a rearward position, the keys facing rearward. I'm going to get first cuff on, second cuff on, while my partner is actually taking the waist belt. Now you can bring your arms in a little bit, and bring them in tight, comfort your body. Once I've got that waist belt set up and I've got the handcuffs on, I'm going to check for fit to make sure that they're not too tight, and then I am going to safety lock. Checking the second cuff here, that one's a little loose, so I'm going to tighten it down just a little bit, and then I'm going to push the button to safety lock or double lock, depending on your verbiage, to get that system locked in. And now we have a level 1 behavioral health transport. If at any point during our transport, when we're doing a level 1 restraint system on a mental health patient, they escalate to the point where we have concerns about their welfare and the welfare of our agents, and we need to raise that level to a level 2, this is what we'll do. All right, so have you turn around and face the wall. We've got the chair right there. We can have you place one knee up on it. Dave is going to assist by helping balance the individual. And at this point, I am going to start with the leg restraints. Again, I'm checking for fit, and I am safety locking. All right, you can step that one down, put the other one up.
Do you guys want to switch positions?
Nope, I'm good. check for fit, safety lock. You can step that foot down, quarter turn toward me, stop right there. Now, what I can do at this point, I can secure the leg tether through the D-ring with the padlock. And now we have a level 2 restraint system on a behavioral health transport.